Insomnia or sleeplessness. I'm sure all of us went through sleepless nights sometime or the other, and we know how it is to wake up the next day morning feeling tired, feeling groggy, feeling irritable. I didn't sleep well. I'm tired. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm not capable of doing that today because I didn't sleep well. The next day goes away, irritable, cranky, shouting at people, getting irritated. Yeah, sleep can do that to you. Sleep can do that to a lot of people. Now, people would have told you, you would have read in the books, you would have heard it a lot of places saying that you need about 8 hours of sleep or 8 to 10 hours of sleep in some people. Who told you this? Some 200 years back, the wise men, the doctors, they decided, let's figure out how many hours a person need to sleep to remain healthy. So they conducted a series of tests 200 years back, and they decided, okay, 8 to hours of sleep is the minimum that somebody should sleep so that they remain healthy. Until today, we follow that 8 hours of sleep requirement. I'm asking you, 200 years back, our grandparents and the great grandparents, do you even have an idea of their lifestyle? They were 95% way more active than you and I are. They used to work in the field, they used to work in the forest, they used to walk to work, they used to cycle to work, they used to go in bus, they used to eat organic food. They never had this gadget, they never had this kind of stress. They got wet in the rain, they were in the sunlight, they were in the moonlight. They worked a lot physically. 95% more physical than what we are today. Their bodies require 8 hours of sleep because the body requires rest. Do you work as much as them? Are you physically as active as them? Why does your body need so much of sleep, so much of rest? When you don't use your body, why does it need so much of sleep? Look at people like Modi, Abdul Kalam, Trump, Bill Gates, Sadhguru. All these people sleep 3 to 4 hours in the night. And they are all functional, brilliant people, leaders of the world. What is it that makes them different and you different? It's your state of mind. Your mind is preconditioned that you must sleep for 8 to 10 hours, and the day you don't get your sleep, your body is not the one that is complaining, it's your mind that is complaining. You wake up in the morning and I didn't sleep well. Nothing happens to you, no body pains, no nothing. I didn't sleep well, I'm not feeling too good. Your mind is complaining. You're predetermined, your body is preconditioned to sleep for so long. Your body doesn't require that much of sleep. Of course, if you're a farmer who is working from morning 8 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock, your body definitely requires 8 hours of sleep. Or if you're an athlete or somebody physically doing a lot of work through the day, you definitely require so much of sleep. But for most people who don't do physical work, they don't need so much of sleep. What they need is basically thoughtlessness. That means it is not your body that is active through the day. It is your mind that is active through the day. You need to give your mind rest, not your body rest. How do you give your mind rest? Through the day, whenever you feel a little tired, whenever you feel a little low on energy, sit down at one place, close your eyes, focus on your breath. See how the breath is going in, how the breath is going out. Concentrate. You'll keep getting a lot of thoughts coming in, going out. Let it come, let it go. Ignore it. And slowly you will drift into a level of thoughtlessness. That means you won't have any thoughts. You might even doze off for about 15 minutes. Hasn't this happened to you many times? You doze off for about 10 to 15 minutes, and do you see how refreshed you feel? You feel like you've had a good night's sleep, isn't it? That's all you need. Shut your brains for about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Now, when you're using your phone, what do? The phone is slowing down. So, you close the windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the phone is back to square. What are you doing here? You're shutting off your thoughts. That's what you need to do yourself. And you're good to go. What do you do for sleeplessness in allopathy? You start taking sleeping tablets, antidepressants, pop it, you're zonked up, you sleep, wake up in the morning, you feel groggy. That grogginess lasts half a day. Sometimes it goes on. You get hooked onto it. That has got some other side effects. Why? What will happen to you if you don't sleep? Don't give sleep so much of importance. What can homeopathy do? These medicines are very safe. Having said that you don't require sleep, there are some people who still can't manage. They feel good as long as they hear me talk, they are fine for the next 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, and then again, I want some sleep. For such people, we do have a solution. There are good medicines in homeopathy which can stop their mind from being overactive. Why you don't get sleep in the night is because your mind is overactive. It is all the time going on and on and on. These medicines calm your mind down. They don't zonk you up, they don't push you to sleep, but they calm your mind. When your mind is calm, you are able to relax in the night. That is what homeopathy can do for you. If you have to take medicines for sleep, try homeopathy. There are very good medicines in it. I definitely would not ask you to go on for any sleeping tablets and all that. And also remember, as you age, your need for sleep keeps coming down. So older, senior citizens, don't worry about not getting sleep at all. Use your time in a constructive way. Listen to music, read a book, go out, watch something. Do something useful rather than sleep. The more you sleep, the faster you die. Don't give too much of importance to sleep. Take care.